Today on Battle of the Cities, Los Angeles is going head-to-head with Dallas, Texas. It's no secret that people have left Los Angeles for various destinations, and Dallas, Texas has been high on that list. So, how does Dallas really compare to LA? We're gonna break it down for you right now. In the blue corner, weighing in at 3,900,000 people, Los Angeles. And in the red corner, weighing in at 1.3 million people, Dallas, Texas. Here we go with round one. Now, Los Angeles is 502 square miles versus Dallas, which is only 384 square miles. So round one goes to LA. Round two is density. There are 7,830 people per square mile in LA, and only 3,873 people per square mile in Dallas. A lot more room in Dallas per person, so we're gonna give round two to Dallas, Texas. Round three is schools. Now, this is an important subject, of course, and in Los Angeles, there are 778 schools servicing 435,000 students. The elementary student proficiency score for English is 43%. The national average is 32, by the way. The elementary school proficiency score for math is 36%. And the national average is 38. In Dallas, there are 237 schools servicing 143,000 students, and their elementary proficiency score in English is 38%, and math is 34%. I must admit that I was a little surprised that Los Angeles did as well as it did. But round three goes to Los Angeles. Round four is graduation rate. In Los Angeles, the high school graduation rate is 70%, which pales in comparison to the high school graduation rate in Dallas, Texas, which is 86. Way to go, Dallas. And round four goes to you. Time for round five, crime. Now, you wouldn't know it from reading headlines or social media, but in the last 5 years, Los Angeles has seen a decline in its crime rate. In Los Angeles, property crime was reported 212 times per 10,000 residents, and violent crime was reported 398 times per 10,000 residents, with a score of 327. In Dallas, property crime was reported 357 times per 10,000 residents, and violent crimes was reported 469 times per 10,000 with a score of 440. So, by that metric, Los Angeles has a lower crime rate than Dallas, Texas. Who would have thought it? Round five goes to LA. Round six, let's talk about the cost of living. Now, for this metric, the national average is 100. Los Angeles scores a 151, while Dallas comes in at 102. Now, it's no surprise that the cost of living in Dallas is much less than Los Angeles, but round six goes to Dallas. Round seven is city parks. Now, Los Angeles has over 420 parks. Of course, we have Griffith Park, which is our flagship park in Los Angeles, and you'll find the observatory there, the Bronson Caves where Batman used to live, or at least was filmed, and the zoo, and other attractions. Other parks include the Kenneth Hahn State Recreation Park, LA State Historic Park, which is next to Chinatown, and Exposition Park, which is going to play host to the 2028 Summer Olympic Games, by the way. That area also has amazing museums like the Science Center and the Natural History Museum. Now, Dallas has over 400 parks as well, and some of its favorites are the Clyde Warren Park, which is 5.5 acres perched over the Little Rogers Freeway, and it serves as a central hub for reading spaces right in the heart of the city. It also features a children's park, a really great lawn space for performance readings and games. White Rock Lake Park, regarded as a scenic oasis in the city where visitors can kayak and do some paddleboarding, bird watching, or explore the 9 miles of trails for jogging and biking. Then there's Fair Park, is the National Historic Landmark, which is home to the Texas State Fair every year. It has amazing Art Deco architecture and many museums. Now, as much as I love Griffith Park, I've got to give this round to Dallas for having the same amount of parks, servicing only 1/3 the population. Way to go, Dallas. Time for round 8. Let's talk about public transportation. Los Angeles is a sprawling metropolis with a reputation of being heavily car dependent. But that's really changed over the last few decades. LA has made a huge effort towards becoming friendlier with public transportation. The Metro Rail is kind of like LA's subway system. It has 6 lines throughout the city, and you can get from one side of the city and even one side of the county to the others. Now, 2 of those lines are below ground, like real subways, and 4 of them are above ground, light rail train systems. Now, despite the common misconception that no one uses it, it's really one of the largest public transit systems in the country by ridership. Now, the biggest complaint of it is that it doesn't go to the airport. Yeah, and I would love to know why that's the case. The Metro bus system in Los Angeles is sprawling. It covers literally every corner of the city and sees 1.3 million boardings every weekday. Dallas's public transportation system is called the DART, Dallas Area Rapid Transit, and it's a network of buses and light rail services. It was started in 1996 and it's been expanding ever since. Some even say that the rail system has significantly increased the value of properties in downtown Dallas. Dallas has a walk score of 74 and a public transit score of 40. By the way, you want a bigger number for this metric. LA's walk score is a 69 and its public transit score is 53. We're going to give round 8 transportation to Los Angeles. Let's talk about housing for round 9. If you're renting a 1-bedroom apartment in LA, expect to pay about $2,582. In Dallas, that apartment's going to run you $1,543. Need a 2-bedroom? Expect to pay about $3,646 in LA and $2,013 in Dallas. Now, if you want a 3-bedroom apartment or home, that's going to run you $5,394 in LA and only $2,454 in Dallas. If you're in a position to buy a home, the median price in Los Angeles is $954,000. Yes, it's almost $1 million. And in Dallas, it's $438,000. Guys, it is no secret that round 9 has to go to Dallas. Round 10. Food and dining. Bon Appetit recently said that Los Angeles is currently one of the most exciting cities in America to eat. We have an endless amount of incredible Thai food, Mexican, Taiwanese, Persian. There's so much experimentation going on in our city. Currently, there's 199 restaurants recognized by the Michelin Guide and 24 restaurants that have Michelin stars right here in Los Angeles. Dallas has some great culinary traditions like barbecue and Tex-Mex, and I absolutely love me some good Tex-Mex. But sadly, there's not one restaurant in Dallas with a Michelin star, and no restaurants even recognized by Michelin in Dallas. Round 10 goes to LA. Round 11 is arts and culture. LA has over 100 museums, while Dallas has 24. LA, of course, has Hollywood, the entertainment capital of the world, and a wide range of live theater options from the large-scale productions down to small experimental theater, which attracts top talent from film, TV, and stage. Dallas has a dynamic community-oriented theater scene with local talent and some touring Broadway groups. If you want to go out and catch some live music, LA has iconic spots like the Hollywood Bowl, the Wiltern Theater, the Greek Theater, and really cool historic clubs like the Troubadour on Sunset Boulevard. The Dallas music scene is a melting pot, reflecting its blend of deep-rooted country and a growing diversity of genres. Theaters include the House of Blues and Trees, a legendary spot in the Deep Elm area, hosting a mix of up-and-coming and established indie rock and alternative bands. The Bomb Factory and the Granada Theater are also great theaters in the Dallas area. Listen, it's hard to compete with LA when it comes to arts and culture, so round 11 goes to LA. So here we are, round 12, employment. LA's top employers include Walt Disney, Apple, Bank of America, Google, and NBC Universal. Top employers in Dallas include Walmart, American Airlines, Bank of America, Texas Health Resources, and Baylor Healthcare Systems. The median household income in Los Angeles is $76,000. And in Dallas, it's $63,000. Now that's not too shabby in Dallas considering what it costs to live there. And the unemployment rate in LA is 5.3%, while in Dallas, the unemployment rate is only 3.4%. Folks, we gotta give employment and round 12 to Dallas, Texas. So, after 12 rounds, we are tied 6-6. So in this one, I'm talking about sports teams. I'm gonna bash on the Dallas Cowboys. It's time for the final round, round 13. Professional sports teams. Now, Los Angeles is home to plenty of professional sporting teams. Heck, we even double up on some sports with 2 soccer teams and 2 basketball teams and even 2 football teams. LA is home to storied sports franchises like the Los Angeles Dodgers, who won a championship in 2020. And that same year, the Lakers also won the NBA championship. And in the following year, in 2021, the Rams won the Super Bowl. And yes, I was there. Dallas has its fair share of professional sporting teams too, including the Texas Rangers, who won the last championship game in 2023. Way to go, Rangers. Congratulations to the Dallas Mavericks, who won the NBA championship back in 2011. And of course, Dallas has the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, or at least America's favorite team to poke fun of every year for chanting, "This is our year," but they haven't won a Super Bowl since 1996. Yes, Dallas fans need a VCR if they want to watch the last Super Bowl the Cowboys have ever won. Yes, round 13 goes to Los Angeles, and the winner of Dallas versus Los Angeles is Los Angeles, winning 6 rounds to 7. Now listen, I've spent a good amount of time in Dallas, and I have a lot of friends there, and I've had a lot of fun there, and I think it's a really great city. I would enjoy it if I was living in Dallas, but I would love to know your thoughts about Dallas versus Los Angeles here in the comments. If you're liking this content, please like and subscribe so we can make sure you're getting more.
She's the queen, treats me like I'm no face card.